The lore behind Forsaken Survivor skins. Now, Forsaken got mad skins. I don't know what half of them is. I know Shaleski got the Shaleski on Shaleski skin. I don't know what that freaky skin is, but we about to find out with another flush video. Y'all know I got the 2-video rule. Once I react to a video 2-3 times from the same creator, you know, I gotta subscribe, my boy, and these videos be good. You know what I'm saying? So we here. Yeah, let's do it.
Forsaken is a game with a ton of survivors, and each survivor has a ton of different skins. But now some of these skins
what
can
were those wait, what was those
survivors, and each survivor has a ton of different.
Yo, what? Oh, this is all the noob skins? I didn't even know that. Oh my.
Skins. But now some of these skins can actually be references to real-life hackers, cartoons, or they simply add on more to the dark lore of Forsaken.
Yeah,
We're going to take a look at some of the more interesting Forsaken skins, so we'll start off with Noob. So Noob's Milestone 1 skin actually has text here that says, "We had so much fun, didn't we?"
What are milestone skins? Are those like when you do certain achievements? Why do I feel like I know this, bro? I forgot.
So this text here is referring to Noob's old best friend, Guest666. Yeah, in the lore of Forsaken, Noob and Guest666 actually used to be best friends, but then something happened. Something that we don't know yet. And in this Milestone 1 skin, we have this picture here with Noob in the coloration of like the Builders Club membership tier. Yeah, the Builders Club was a Roblox membership that would give perks such as daily Robux bonus, the ability to make shirts and pants. And so Noob's color is based off of the tier 1 membership. There's also this alternate render which features Guest666 just faded away. Again, tying back to that message. We had so much fun, didn't we? Yeah, if you didn't know, Noob used to be a very cheerful, happy guy, but then after what happened with Guest666, he kind of became more recluse. And it only continues on in Milestone 2 with the text now saying, "But I couldn't bear to look at you anymore." This is the Milestone 2 picture. This time the skin is based off of the Turbo Builders Club member.
I gotta let this up real quick. Forsaken milestone. How to get milestone skin. So it's in milestone skin, you need to reach a specific level with a character. Specifically, you'll need to get character level 100 to unlock the milestone 4 skins. Yeah, that's some dedication, huh?
Membership, so it's got a more yellow-orange scheme to it. There's also an alternate render here which features Guest666 in the background. This time with the text, "It pains me to look at you now." There's also this original render which features Noob in the Milestone 2 skin, but with the shadowy figure of Guest666. Yeah, there's the horns right there, which pretty much teases him as a future killer in the world of Forsaken. But again,
I don't even know, that's gonna be broken.
Because in Milestone 3, we get this new skin that says, "Met new people in the end, but..." And then I believe the text continues on here and the alternate render.
Yo, I'm low-key, bro. It says the level at the bottom.
On here and the alternate render, "I miss you." Yeah, again, the Milestone 3 skin gives Noob the coloration of the Outrageous Builders Club, which is now the tier 3 membership. This is the alternate render with Noob in the middle here with text saying, "I'm sorry." On the right it says, "Where did you go?" And then on the left side it says, "You're not him." Yeah, so Noob is really distraught by losing Guest666 as his friend. And it only continues in Milestone 4 when we have this skin that pretty much gives the same outfit that Guest666 wears. Like even on the side of his shirt is the number 666.
Yeah, I'm cool up for that.
The text also states, "In the back of my mind, you're still there." And then in the alternate render, there's text here that says, "Where are you? That symbol doesn't belong to you. Missing." Yeah, I believe this is Noob looking for Guest666, but by this point he would be banned by Builderman. But there is some text here that says, "We'll meet again soon, old friend." Again, this is Guest666 threatening Noob as he's going to become a killer in the near future. Inverted. So the inverted skin literally inverts Noob's entire color palette to orange, blue, and purple. The text that goes along with the skin says Detrivn, which is just inverted backwards, which is actually another interesting thing about this skin, because when you interact with other people using this inverted skin, the text will also appear backwards. It's actually pretty funny. Oh, and also there used to be lore tied to the inverted skin, but then it ended up getting scrapped. The lore was that inverted was a lonely person who could never go outside of their house, so he himself himself, as he believed if he did, he can finally be outside. Yeah, I can imagine why that would end up getting scrapped. Spiders. So the spider skin is
I got no worries.
but he's just now covered in spiders. Not only that, but he has a sobbing face now applied to him. And also, when damaged or below 50% health, Noob will literally start crying.
Yo.
This skin is actually a reference to the
like a
meme
little
of
baby
Noob crying while spiders are attacking him. Man, poor Noob loses guest 666 and then gets attacked by spiders. Buttermilk. So the Buttermilk skin makes Noob turn into this Roblox character. Now, this character is actually a reference to this TikTok video where this person wrote, "I just had a dream where Forsaken added a new character, which was just this guy named Buttermilk."
And they added it?
Yeah, he literally just made his own skin in Forsaken, and then the developers added it to the game. Also, I'm
That's
not really
hard.
sure
No
what's
wonder
going
this
on
game
with
popular.
Shaletzky here. Now, Noob does have some upcoming skins like Noob 666,
Bro, that's
which
literally
is what Guest 666 would look like if they managed to escape the Spectre's influence. Yeah, instead, Guest 666 would end up looking like this monstrosity. The description for this skin will also say, "What if Guest 666 was betrayed and locked in the Hyperbole Rhyme Chamber?" Which is actually a Dragon Ball abridged reference. Another upcoming Noob skin is the Genesis skin that turns Noob into the original Dinoblocks character. Because yes,
I don't even
before
know what that
Roblox
is.
was officially released to the public, it used to be called Dinoblocks.
I
and
didn't
the
know
characters
that.
used to look like
What?
this. The text along with the skin would say the original. And fun fact, the skin actually was released during the 2-time update, but then they had to remove it because the Genesis skin would end up breaking the game constantly. Elliot. So Elliot has a skin called Lulu, which turns Elliot into Best Lulu 1, 2, 3, 4,
Lululemon.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which was actually this
Lululemon.
Roblox user who would record the infamous Cool Kid hackings and work at a pizza place. Because yes, this actually did used to happen a lot to this game. Jordan and Sally. So these two characters are the original clerk sellers from the dump in the game Work at a Pizza Place. The text that goes along
I think it's cool that they got the whole cast.
with both of them says, "Welcome to the dump." Retro. So this is actually Elliot's original design from 2009. The visor is now gone, and he now has red arms and torso, black legs, and a blurry image on his torso of the logo of Pizza Pizza, which is a Canadian pizza chain. Yeah, the skin is actually a reference to the old Work at a Pizza Place thumbnail, which used to look like this. And another cool thing about this skin is that it also changes Elliot's animations to be more stiff, kind of resembling the older Roblox animations.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
So this skin turns Elliot into Nyan Cat, the famous Pop-Tart cat. Yeah, this video is like 14
what does it look
years
like?
old now, 8.8 million views. Yeah, and not only that, with this skin equipped, it also changes up Elliot's dialogue. Yeah, all of the quotes are references to old internet media and memes. And also Elliot's pizza now turns into cherry Pop-Tart. I also think it's funny that when
that's
he runs,
hard.
it also kind of leaves this like rainbow trail. Again,
Like
a
he
reference to
farted
Nyan Cat's
rainbows.
rainbow trail. Alien. So Elliot's skin now turns completely green. The pizza is now this weird looking squid.
I don't
goop.
want that.
Not only that, the hat no longer
Actually,
says
it do kind of look
Roblox.
good. Give it a buck. How many of y'all ate that red Miles Morales Burger King burger? Yeah, you nasty son. Yeah, know about your kind.
It's instead
Red
now
40
alien
diet.
gibberish. What's also funny is that when he interacts with other survivors, his dialogue is also spoken in alien gibberish. Yeah, like even the text here says, "Gibble zorb gleep gop zip pizza
Look like sim
bob,
language.
zip, chirp." Dude, Elliot, you can't say that, man. Dued 1. So with this skin, it changes Elliot to the popular Roblox developer of Work at a Pizza Place. Yeah, look, there's the name right there, and when you click on it, it's the
did not
exact
know
same
that.
skin. I make a da pizza. Parlor Gubby. So this skin turns
There's a
Elliot
Guppy
into
skin?
Gubby, the fat fluffy bunny, but this time he's now like a humanoid creature. Honestly, kind of disturbing.
Is he
in
actually a
way.
killer?
Yeah, the skin also has a chance of changing colors. There's 5
What?
different options as of right now. This is all to match the colors of popular ice cream flavors. Also, instead of pizza, he now drops Guppy popsicles, which is kind of cute actually. Friend. So the friend skin turns Elliot into the Big Cube from Cube's design in the fan animation series called The Pink Corruption. Yet when Elliot wears this skin, he's actually not considered a humanoid.
Hey, I see a lot of people wear this skin. That skin popular.
And cannot be shielded by Dissakar's ability. Not only that, but with this skin on,
can't be
Elliot's
what?
actual name is Sad Cube. Now, Elliot does have this controversial skin called
Bro.
Tree Hugger, which, yeah, gives him this whole
Like a lot, that would have been my skin. Wait, is that still a skin?
environmental outfit. On the
That's
back,
my
it even
favorite
says Tree
skin.
Hugger, and instead of pizza, he ends up throwing plants. Now, The way to get this skin is by purchasing the Earth Day Pass, which would cost 399 Robux. Yeah, with this pass, you get a lot of different environmental skins for Forsaken, and the best part about this was that all the profits that was being made from the game pass was all meant to go to charity, which is a good thing, right? Save the planet. Well, allegedly, the money has been stolen by the game's previous owner, Soul, meaning that none of this money actually did
this guy
go to charity. Yeah, apparently Forsaken is gonna do another charity thing, and Elliot has a skin called Sylvia the Seal.
Bro, they don't got
this is the concept art for it.
They don't got
and this time with this game pass, all the money is supposed to go to.
They don't got the recycle day no more.
Seal rescue.
Trying to pass the Zah.
Let's hope that happens this time. I don't know. If you want to donate to charity, just donate to the actual charities, not to some Roblox games. 2-time. So 2-time's milestone skins has some of the darkest lore. Yeah, in milestone 1, we have this picture here, which features 2-time and his best friend Azure. Like, yeah, even in the corner right there, you can see a picture of them that says best friends. The text even reads, "I trusted you more than I've ever trusted in my life." This is the outfit you can get with milestone 1. You can see the best friends picture on his belt right there. And then in milestone 2, the lore continues. This time the text would read, "You gave me all sorts of accessories and trinkets to remember you by." Yeah, the skin for this one isn't so different, but now milestone 3 is when something tragic happens. Now the text reads, "You trusted me in the same way that I did with you." So, and the text would end there, but in the render for the skin, it's 2-time having killed Azure. You can see the dagger right there.
I'm about to say, we already learned about that.
Also being stabbed
that was
through.
sacrificed.
Yeah, if you don't know, in the lore,
for no
2-time
reason.
and Azure are in a spawn cult where they believe in resurrection, and 2-time essentially became crazy and started hearing voices and thought that if he killed his best friend Azure, he would be able to respawn, aka resurrect again. With the milestone 3 skin, there's also another render here which features the two of them together before the events that would lead to Azure's death. This time Azure is horrified with 2-time holding a dagger looking stressed out. There's also a third render with the dagger now through Azure. With milestone 4,
smiling.
this is the render as well as the text saying, "I'm sorry." Yeah, we now have 2-time wearing Azure's wizard hat and the black spawn accessory as a necklace. Not only that, but the best friend picture that's on their pocket has now been messed with. Yeah, it used to say best friends with the two of them together, but now both of them are crossed out with text saying "Glory to the Spawn," meaning that 2-time has pretty much lost their mind. And then when in the Nightshade skin, after respawning, 2-time now has a more grayish look to them. There's also a large flower poking out of their torso.
Wait, so
and then some text to go along with this states, "It's not that I can't remember, it's that I don't want to remember." Meaning that 2-time, deep within them, still feels sorry for killing their friend Azure. Yeah, this skin is a reference to Azure's favorite flowers being a nightshade, which yes, that flower in the chest is a nightshade as well. Fun fact, nightshades are a real flower and they're also highly poisonous. So with this flower poking out of 2-time's torso, this could indicate that 2-time before killing Azure was actually already dying, and 2-time fearing death decided to kill their friend Azure in hopes of their sacrifice leading to 2-time being able to respawn. Yeah, this skin is supposed to symbolize 2-time's guilt, which they cannot contain anymore, and that's why the nightshade literally starts growing out of them. Yeah, there's this fictional disease called the Hanahaki disease, where it's said that if you love someone too much, flowers start growing inside of you, and the only cure is to be loved back. Yeah, this is actually one of the darkest skins in the game.
Hey, you're not bro.
Spiral. So this skin is actually based off of the popular horror manga Uzumaki. Instead of the spawn icon on 2-time's chest, it's now a spiral. And now what makes this
some people probably thought it was Naruto.
Interesting is that once 2-time activates their second life, the spiral ends up glowing, and not only that, their face.
Does 2-time actually respawn in the game? I actually wouldn't know that if that's facts. Nah, no way.
This also turns into a spiral. Again, this is a reference to Uzumaki, the horror manga in which a small town gets haunted by a spiral. Silverthorn. So this gives 2-time Azure's hat. 2-time now also has antlers, a black cape, and a white shirt and pants with black outlines and gray robes. Yet when they die, their antlers start glowing as well as the spawn logo. And then for the text here, it reads, "Ah, the spawn blesses us again. If you could see me now." I believe this is 2-time Two-Time talking to Azure. I think at this point, Two-Time has completely lost their mind, but again, still wears Azure's hat to remember them by. Boss. So this skin gives Two-Time a suit and a tie, as well as a black fedora that covers their eyes, making them look a lot more mysterious. Now, what's actually unique about this skin is that normally Two-Time can't be shielded by Dusakar's ability, but with this skin, they can. I guess because Two-Time is a literal boss in this sense. Kitty cat. So this skin changes Two-Time's face to resemble a cute cat, giving them cat ears and bells on their hair. But what's funny is that when Two-Time's second life is
I want to know what's the most popular skins of Forsaken, like a graph.
Activated, can actually be heard, and their ears are now more lowered in fear. And as for the description, it reads, not really 9, but 2 lives is close enough. Yeah, this is a reference to the whole idea that cats have 9 lives. What's funny is that there's actually an admin skin that's called Actual Cat. And with this skin, Two-Time actually now has 9 lives, pretty much making it incredibly difficult for the killer to defeat Two-Time.
I think it would have been, it'd be fire if they're dead in one hit though.
Now again, this is an admin skin, so players can't unfortunately buy this skin, but still pretty funny though. Weeping. So the Weeping skin changes Two-Time's appearance to a stone statue, which is pretty much a direct reference to the Doctor Who Weeping Angels, which are the dangerous creatures where if you stop staring at them, they start chasing after you, so you always have to be looking at them and not blink. Yeah, in the first life of Two-Time with this skin, there's no wings attached to them, but in their second life, that's when they get their wings. The description reads, blink and you're dead. Again,
wait, hold on, let me look. Is the second life when you respawn in the lobby?
But in their second life, that's when they get their wings. The description reads, blink and you're dead. Again, a direct correlation to the Doctor Who series. Yorick. So this skin changes Two-Time to look like Yorick, an actual Roblox account that was made for the first Roblox Halloween event, Yorick's resting place. Unfortunately for this Yorick account, it was compromised during the April Fool's 2012 hacking incident as they were trying to reopen the event. To make sure the account wasn't compromised anymore, Roblox decided to terminate Yorick back in May of 2021, but now Yorick will always be remembered with this Forsaken skin. Yeah, this is Two-Time with the first life, and then in the second life, you can actually see the skull now being cracked and broken, as well as a white glow now shining out of it. Not only that, but when you have this skin equipped, it makes it so that Two-Time now speaks in riddles. Kind of funny, actually. Now, Two-Time actually does have some of the funniest scrapped skins. The first one being called Baby, with the description being crying emojis. But yeah,
how would you even
Two-Time, but just now smaller. What made this funny is that Two-Time literally had no arms or legs, just a body and a head. Baby Two-Time also only had 20 health as opposed to the regular 100 health.
And what would you get in return?
Baby Two-Time did have 1000 stamina, but that could easily be used up upon sprinting. Now, the reason why this skin was removed was because of a speed glitch when using the gritty emote, which made it unfair for killers to be up against them. But when this skin was around, it was incredibly popular, so the devs are considering making an exclusive game mode in which all the characters are just now baby versions of themselves. Could be pretty funny. Yeah, there's a lot more survivors that have controversial skins, and even some with even darker lore that we haven't discussed yet. So if you want me to do more,
what?
Let me know in the comments down below.
Bro, he left it for another video. Why don't you just do them all here? Either way, that was some of the skins lores. Let me know if you guys want more of this down below in the comment section, and make sure you like the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Dang, I really thought we were gonna get more, but all right, y'all, peace.